Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are excited to be with you for another week, another amazing show. I am one half of the dynamic duo. It's your boy, James. I am here with the ever beautiful Cat Queen. What's up, Cat?
Hey, meow.
Listen, there we go. There we go. That's what we need to hear from you. So we know you're having a good day. We know it's going to be a good show. We got some amazing guests on the show. I know you're going to hit us with Cat Gotcha at the end. Because
we got a lot to
it's a whole lot of stuff
okay?
happening out there.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's a lot of talk. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
We got Real Housewives popping up. We got divorce settlements coming in.
Yeah.
We got some new romances. We getting some
Absolutely.
businesses shutting down. We got
Absolutely.
a lot going
Absolutely.
on. So
Absolutely.
make sure after this interview, you guys tap in. If there's any pop culture moments you guys want me to discuss or any opinions or anything, drop them down in the comments below.
Listen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in with us each and every week. You guys know that we do have a mobile group now, a mobile text group. It's really a cool thing because it gives you an opportunity to be able to communicate with us. You can communicate directly with us just via text message. We do have a phone call option as well, which I have not activated. Figuring out when I want to do that and if I want to do that, and how that will, necessarily go. But you can text. If you text that number right now, 216-208-6180, that will get you added to the group. You'll get a message back with a link where you just complete all of the information. And then from there, you will get mobile text messages as far as what we have going on, new shows, updates, guests who are going to be coming on, exclusives that only you will be privy to, stuff that we will not post on social media or post in any of the chats or on the website or anything like that. So it's really a win-win. Also, we are starting our merch line, so we'll have a lot of exclusives, a lot of giveaways, and not just with that type of stuff either. Other stuff will come up, tickets to shows, different things like that. It's a lot of stuff going on. You definitely want to be a part of this mobile group. So we are opening up the lines of communication. This is your opportunity, 216-208-6180. And we will get that actually up on the scroller on the bottom, and we'll put it up on the screen a few times throughout the show. A few other things going on with the network as well. Soap Dish is back. You guys know that we do a rundown/breakdown of Beyond the Gates. That is on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. So we're working on getting some of the cast onto that show now. We actually have some tentatives that are, looking at coming on to the podcast. So that's a really, really good thing. You definitely want to check that out. We have several new platforms that will be launching throughout the year. So again, if you join this mobile text community, you'll start finding out and learning a little bit more about that stuff, way before we actually get it out there. Obviously, stuff is going to come out closer to the day, which is probably going to be like around third quarter, maybe fourth quarter. But if you join the group, then you'll, become privy to a lot of that information. So again, 216-208-6180. And I'm going to be shouting that throughout the chat because we got quite a few people in there already, but we want more. Sideline, make sure that you guys subscribe to the network. Obviously, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on
Instagram.
Instagram. I was going to say Snapchat, but
not yet. Wait on that.
We ain't on Snapchat, but
I'm just sending the word out to all our transcenders. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. We're going to have a lot of fun things coming up.
Absolutely, a whole lot of stuff happening. A lot of shows coming up this year, especially if you are in Cleveland, Akron, Northeast Ohio.
Oh goodness, it's
It's
so
a lot
many
of stuff
different
coming.
things. It's so many
Yeah,
things coming up, especially within the next month. And we'll be involved with it. I know James saw that they have some promotions going on at the Funny Bone for Benji Brown this weekend.
yeah. So, and I'm trying to
Key.
figure out my schedule because listen, I,
Key, you did,
I kind of want to
Key.
go, and
I know.
I'm
You know
always
he love
embarrassed
Benji.
about, the last time I went to the show because
What happened?
I don't really, I don't do the late show. I always have to do
Mm,
like a 6 o'clock show because I'm
hmm.
like, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like
Right.
constantly running all day. It don't matter if it's Monday through Friday or Saturday and Sunday. Like I'm constantly running and constantly doing stuff. So when I go to comedy shows, I can't do the late show because I fuck around and go to sleep. So like,
I know
so
firsthand. I
mind
know
you,
firsthand. I know
so,
firsthand
so,
because
so mind you, and I would even tell you that this has happened twice now. We've been out,
hmm.
but the last time he came, like I was out, and it wasn't just like I was out, and it wasn't just like like I was like out, like at the table, like and it's like sleep. So
Hmm.
um yeah, I can't do the late show, but I definitely want to go to the show this weekend. So I'm trying to figure that out because right now, as of right now, I work on Friday and Saturday night or Friday.
Mm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure something out. But yeah, I did see that those are going on. But hey, that's what's happening. So listen,
Yes. We got a lot of different shows coming up. Don't forget, guys, get your tickets to the Legend Awards coming up next month, April 26th. We will be doing red carpet. Let us know if you are someone who is interested in doing media
absolutely,
for the red carpet.
absolutely.
We have
And that press
some.
release is going out tonight for that. I've actually sent a couple invites out to some local independent media. And of course, we are looking for more. So the press release will
Mhm.
go out. We'll definitely get some things posted so that you guys can see. But we are looking for local independent media who want to cover the red carpet and the ceremonies that, again, as Kat said, they are going down on Sunday, April
Sunday, April 26th,
April
I
26th.
believe.
And, um,
So
yeah, red carpet's from 3 to 5, and then the show starts at 5 and it goes until 10. So
yes, we'll be on the red
get a
carpet.
little
You
bit
might even see us on stage, some may say. So
absolutely.
be
Yeah, because
be
I heard
listen.
somebody got hosting duties
I
or
heard
something.
somebody
So
might be hosting. Someone might
yeah,
be on stage, doing something. So
yeah, I heard
wait on
somebody.
that. Wait on that. The official announcement coming soon. But get your tickets because we will be in the building. And I know you guys were all over my pictures last year. You guys, we saw who ICF Films. Um, let's see, Miss Niche from Cleveland, Detroit Barbie. So there will be a lot of people
Oh
that I
yeah,
know you guys want to see. So make sure you get your tickets, okay?
oh yeah, oh yeah. So I think it's time to move on to our guest. Our
Yes,
guests our
so
guests are.
excited.
This is a really good show. One of the things with Transcending the Culture is, we like to bring powerful figures onto the show. Obviously
Mhm,
people who are motivating and inspiring, within the culture and really working to push it to that next level, which obviously is a lot of what we are doing with this
mhm.
podcast. So it really, really, really stands out tonight with who we have on the show. So tonight on Transcending the Culture, we're stepping into the world of a collective that is bringing creativity, collaboration, and a fresh energy to the music scene. Dragon Farm, as they are known, they are not just about making records. They are about building a movement, a fusion of artistry, vision, and independent drive. This group represents what happens when passion meets purpose. We talk about that a lot, so make sure that you guys are paying attention. When passion meets purpose,
Mhm.
from their sound to their strategy, they're calling out or they are carving out their own lane and showing what it really means to grow something from the ground up. Here at UG Digital Podcasting and Radio, we pride ourselves in being a media safe space. We're excited to welcome artists who are, not only creating, but they are also evolving. So let's get into the story, let's get into the music, and let's get into the movement. I want you guys to help us to welcome Dragon Farm to the group. We have Drummy Z we have Chance, and we have Power Shadows. So I'm pulling everybody up on the screen right now.
Yay!
What's up, y'all? How are you?
Hey, listen, how you guys doing?
Love
Great.
out.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, man.
Respect.
Absolutely. I just want to start out, and I know that Cat Queen and I, we share a lot of the same sentiments, but I really just want to start out, even just for myself, and say thank you to you guys for coming onto the show, because like we are all about bringing on powerful people who are, as I said, in the intro, who are motivating and who are encouraging, inspiring, and really doing something in this music business. We see a lot of what's happening out there, and then I myself have been doing media for 25 years. So I've talked to some of everybody, and it's like to know you guys, to know of your history, to know what you do, even separately, and now to know that you are coming together, and just the legendary vibe that is there. Obviously, even with Drummy Z, and we gonna get into that background too. I think it's really, really amazing, and it really does something for the culture. It does something for our viewers who are here, and we're all about obviously pushing our numbers up too, and bringing you guys on. Listen, you guys got us up there already, so we appreciate you guys for coming onto the show. This whole platform, Transcending the Culture, and then the podcast network itself, is like our baby. So we are like really, really building this from the ground up. It's organic, so like it's a really big thing for us to have you guys here. We do appreciate you.
Maximum respect.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll give it to you, Kat, and then I'll come back in.
I just want to say hi to. We have a couple of our normal transcenders and fans in the building. They wanted to give you guys a welcome. So, could you please give me, as someone who is new and exposed to your music, can you give me an idea of who you guys are and what your sound is?
What you think, pal? You want to take this one? Drummy, you want to take it? What you think?
I'll go.
Yeah, Drummy.
Okay. I'll go first.
Drummy Z.
Drew. Drew, I love culture. Oh, I love culture. It was the biggest joy in my world to take Marley's library from one end of the world to the other.
Absolutely.
You're talking about culture. Man, them will sing Get Up, Stand Up in China to Istanbul, Turkey. Everybody know it, man. I commend you all for what you're doing in your platform. Respect. Because what we need is to be more enlightened with culture.
Absolutely.
Right now, well, we need it, man. So give thanks for your works. What we're about, I mean, God bless everybody, Chance and Powder, everybody so talented. What we're doing, I'm a rhythm man, and I push frequency. And that reggae, man, if that reggae starts playing,
Yeah.
and that frequency gets up, everybody's just caught in the dance, and you're in it. And like Chance is a messenger, word, sound, and power, man. With the lyrics, and all of that makes it. All of that goes together with rhythm. Rhythm and rhyme. Drummer and a dancer.
Yeah.
So those two brethren, being scientists on the word, sound, and power, mixed with the band, creates such a frequency. And we're all talking about uniting, saving mankind.
Yeah.
It's that time of movement. That's the Rastas in it. And we're the original cowboys. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to let my brethren talk now. All right.
Yeah. So then, what's up, y'all? I'm Chance, Timothy Chance, Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome. You're chilling live on the Dragon Farm right here, which is very exclusive. Very few people actually get to visit the land and see what it is. 2 studios out here. We've got a few rooms that around Nashville here and whatnot. Basically, I think what folks would know me best for was I was the first hip hop artist on a major music record deal in Nashville, Tennessee. First one to break that barrier down.
Yeah.
That was years ago with Warner Brothers. Unfortunately, I saw some of the intricacies in the business of being a kid from Nashville and to be in my hometown. I was like, man, y'all aren't even from Nashville. I was like, we're gonna clean this out. So we cleaned it out, got the city good. We built a whole genre. All right, now this whole country hip hop thing you see, country rap, all this Big Smoke, Colt Ford, Jelly Roll, all of that. At one point, there was one of one. That was me. So now I've written and produced for all of them. And somehow Lord had an idea, threw a big pool in front of me. I jumped in, splash landed. Now I'm producing with Wyclef Jean. So we're doing this whole Caribbean Cowboy project right now. Matter of fact, we have a country bluegrass trio dropping 7/7 called the Caribbean Cowboys, which involves me, Wyclef Jean, and Drake White as well. So seeing as how Drake and Clef have their own bands, their own situations going on, when we do the shows, it'll be, Timothy Chance, Rasta Country, Drake White, Wyclef Jean, and then the Caribbean Cowboys as an end for an example. So that's the whole tour. That's the whole camp. That's the whole family. Now we throw PNC, Poetic Nocturnal Creatures, in the mix, which is our partner, Pal. Pal's one of the most respected MCs in Nashville history. He's one of the hardest MCs ever out there, but he's also got one of the greatest hearts. He's got the roster background. He's got the MC street side background. But him and I have been best friends for over 20 years. We started working on projects together, and so we got the Timothy Chance and Rasta Country thing going on. Pal handles all the vocals with us on that, and then we do PNC, which features on the Rasta Country stuff, which also handles like the after party vibe. You got to have the all ages and the Saturday night turn up. So that's what you're looking at with us three here.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was amazing for that little lesson. I see someone say, Sabrina Taylor said, "You better school us."
Hey, we just bring love. That's the only school we
Hey,
rocking
yo.
with Drummy Z. Like, you
like,
can't get any
and
better.
for
Our
me,
live show
family-
is incredible.
But you
And
know
Hey,
what?
yo,
it is?
I was
I got a
just
chance to tour with Kenny Chesney for like 3 years, so I got a chance to see how the reggae could play in front of the big stadium. I walked the red carpet with him. I did the movie Summer in 3D. You guys were talking about the red carpet. I go like, I know what that feels like a little bit. Oh, but anyway, it's culture, and I figured
Yeah.
I met Chance out, in Nashville, and I says, man, this is the way we can get that reggae in front of that big stadium. And so, I'm a good friends with Kenny. Once we get our records up and on the road, we're gonna do some jumping jacks and get over there. Yeah, man.
And what's amazing about that, tie in the
right.
reggae with what we do, being a country rapper, so to say, let's just call it that, right? It's amazing when we get in front of these country crowds, like Sammy Kershaw. We opened up for him a little bit back in the Beacon Theater, beautiful Beacon Theater. We'll be back there on 8/8. They invited us back. But it's funny because being a rapper in country music, the most of the country crowd is like, hold on, this is rap, and they get a little standoffish and they'll kind of watch for a minute. No, now they see me as the reggae guy. So it's like no matter what, it's the delivery and the flow that it goes when it gets to ripping with the reggae in the back, they just see it as Rasta Country, which is giving me peace to be myself. So now even the country crowd is enjoying and accepting it as such. Drummy's a visionary, y'all.
I like where. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kat.
I just know Powell wanted to say something about the question. I wanted to give him a chance to answer.
Speak, Pete.
Yo, peace. Let me take my glasses off so I can see what I'm saying real quick.
Yeah, Papa.
All I wanted to say is it's such an honor, right? I could talk about the fact that I was made a general in the Zulu Nation, in the Universal Zulu Nation back in 2014 by Grandmaster TC Islam, rest in paradise, and how that was my brother, and how I met Africa Bambaataa, Jazzy J, Cool DJ Red Alert, and they salute me as the general. That's why they call me General Pal Shadows. I didn't give myself that title. I could talk about how I hosted Urban Underground in LA for over 7 years, where every Friday night, we had people from Killer Priest, the Busy Bee, legends, you know what I'm saying, to alcoholics, of course, all the LA rappers that you could think of. Cypress Hill, I did shows with Cypress Hill. I could talk about how I'm from Nashville, TSU, graduated from TSU, and back in the days here, I did shows with Jay-Z and Common here in Nashville, and just been a hip-hop lover. But what I really want to say is how I'm honored to be a part of this Dragon Farm collective. That's what I really want to talk about, because I'm in the bosom of such great talent. You know what I'm saying? Like Timothy Chance. When we formulated PNC back in the early 2000s, I saw his greatness then. I saw he was a visionary. And then, when he hit me up a few years ago about drumming, say, yo, I got this guy Drummy Z. And you know, I grew up on Bob Marley and the
Yeah.
Wailers.
Yeah.
Up on that. So when I heard Brethren play rock with the Wailers, I was like, I want to meet this. I gotta
It's
meet
like
him.
the whole world grew up on Bob Marley and the
I
Wailers.
mean,
Like
come
the whole
on,
world.
you know, so
Yeah.
I really
Foundation.
I really just want to say how, you know, I'm thankful to be a part of this Dragon Farm collective and how, you know, we're doing some cool things. It's a really cool team of people. And I'm just trying to make my contributions, you know, as the MC, as the author, you know, writer, you know, whatever I can bring to the table as a DJ
Yeah.
and, you know, event promoter, you know, just as whatever I can bring to this collective, I'm trying to bring it because it's such a great group of people.
It's so amazing that you guys are saying the same thing in different ways.
Yeah.
Like you can hear the same things coming out. And we're talking about culture, we're talking about mixing, we're talking about legendary artists that have shaped music. And you guys are bringing all these different genres together. Um, Recently in music, we've heard of some, some reggae artists and some country artists that have really been blocking people out of their space and saying you don't belong here, or this is only for us, or not really wanting to collaborate with other people. For you guys who are all about that, how do you feel about that? What does it mean to really collaborate and share and dip into each other's cultures and really immerse each other and make musical magic? How do you feel about people that are pushing you guys out of the space, that are pushing people out of their spaces,
I'm gonna.
versus people that are bringing people into their
Oh,
space?
hey, brethren, let me say something to this one first. Oh, Cat, Rastafari. All right. It's like the way I look at it, the way I see the world going right now, and the things that I've been able to be a part of. So when someone tell me, boy, that's not a part of my vision, then them don't see my platinum record on the wall. Them not platinum. So I said, boy, I've been in front of the stadium with the million seller in front of the people. Them, we can do the reggae in front of them. It mix man. It work. I mean, I don't know what proof I need to show them.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
proof
because
is in the
when I did
pudding.
it with
Look like
Kenny,
it.
I played Kenny mixed that reggae in there. We did Austin City Limits. I did Kenny Chesney 3D movie. Every stadium in the country with him playing that reggae in the country.
Yeah.
So when I met Chance in the studio, oh my God, looks like things just we didn't even know that we were going to eventually work together up the road, but it was all meant to be,
Yeah.
and it just came together. It came together. A song I recorded with Chance, and it looks like it song we recorded a couple of years back. Chance give me a call, but he gave me a call on the day I was a little sad because my boss that passed away, family man that played the bass with Bob Marley.
Mm,
I worked with him 17 years. And I'm a big bassman around the world.
mhm,
So I says, Chance, oh my God. Chance was like, well, Drummy, the record company want to put out that record. I said, well, wow, Chance, I got the rhythm section. And man, maybe I need to get out there and play. Okay, we're going to back you up, Chance. And we started from right there, family. And this when we started intermixing that culture. That's what the vision is. Chance to have the vision as well.
mhm,
And
mhm,
he have all of us together like that. Because it
mhm.
takes the team from the top down. Someone have to be, to really see it. So yeah, we believe in each other, and I know we can do it because I've seen it work before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've seen it sell 1,000,000 times. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Everybody want to go to heaven, and nobody want to go now. I've seen it
Right.
sell a
Right.
million
Right.
times.
You know, and
Right.
So
I'll chime in on that. I'm
yeah,
glad
man.
Drummy took that before I did, because I would have said a little something not quite as peaceful and eloquent and honest. Like I would have been like, man, they need to try to stop us because look where we at. No, but real talk, like it takes patience, y'all. It takes patience. Like the biggest thing I've noticed in this business is that a lot of people can ask for what their dreams are, but when they're handed their dreams, can they really truly accept that they're good enough for their dreams? And
Mm.
for me, in my case, I had a lot of tribulation to overcome as far as doing what I do in Nashville. And what I prove is when 20 years ago, before country and rap even blended, and people were like, "Oh, you're crazy! You
Mhm.
can't do that! You can't do this." I come from, my mother was Pauline Smith, the bartender at the Country Music Hall of Fame. So I grew up the kid that shot darts, shot pool, and drank Shirley Temples on the rubber mats behind the bar until she died. Now, when she died, she left me 5 godmothers, one of which was Tanya Tucker. And what they did is they made sure I had Christmases. We had money. We came up, and everything you see now we've earned. But I can tell you that when I got to that point and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy, now I say, hey, look back when there was one of one saying country hip hop,
Right.
country rap's gonna be the thing,
Mhm.
and look at where the genre is now. Look at where all the country music is now.
Mhm.
And they think
Yeah.
I'm crazy saying this right now, man. They need to read the history. They need to know what's going on, and they need to see the
Mhm.
positivity that comes with the reggae. Because the message, that's probably the most important thing I've learned from working with Drummy is the message, the power. Even like words like, yo, I'm a killer on the mic. Drummy's like, even though it's not negative, you can say that a better way. Yo, I'm incredible on the
Mm.
mic. It's like, oh, and it hits different because the message is slightly tweaked. And I let no
Actually,
one tweak my message. Drummy is one of one. Between him and Wyclef, those are the two that could speak to me, and Drake White as well. They could speak to me, and Pow even. But Pow's murderous. We get in a hip hop. That's how we do it. Sorry, we still go Dragon style. But for real. That's what the message is, the most important thing with the reggae and the country fusion. But then also the danceability. When in very few rhythms and very few musics do beats have specific messages to the blood cells, to the bodies,
Mhm.
that move
Mhm.
you a certain way. When you realize how educated, especially from the Marley camp, especially, God bless, especially from Drummy back there, and he's telling stories. As a lyricist and a freestyle artist and a writer of great stories that I want to change and lift souls, like now that I have the drummer that's telling the stories as well, oh my goodness, and he's educating me as to what it means. I feel like I'm learning and teaching at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
And
Mm.
I wanted to say, it's like you're lying to me, I'm striving to be, rising to the height of a tree, aspire to be in tune with the fire and sea, so I could be free. The haters want to fire at me, I ain't your bee.
Woo!
Look,
Fire, fire.
check it.
Dog.
First of all, before I go in it, I like your name, Cat Queen. Is that
Yes, that's my name.
the
Yes.
most creative way to spell that, huh?
It's a lot of
That's
queens in
very
the
creative. I
business.
love that.
It's a lot of queens, so I had to, set
You
myself
know,
apart. So
I'm out
yeah.
this. I'm coming out I'm out the Zulu Nation, so we love the queens and the goddess.
Thank
Look,
you so much. I love
Y'all
being around
live,
the
y'all live.
Zulus.
so
Listen,
look,
it's
so
nothing like being around the Zulus. I feel protected. I be like, ooh, okay.
oh, you already. And I'm a hip step. I'm a hip step Zulu, so you extra protected.
Okay,
Ooh,
okay. Ooh, I don't know nothing about
ooh.
that.
Well,
Y'all
we
gonna have
got.
to school me.
But
And we want to bring that roster country to where you all are as well, man. We want to
Man,
bring
yeah.
this.
Listen, we are in Cleveland, Ohio, and there
Well,
are
we want to
so
bring
many
it.
different acts. I just went to the Cleveland Music Awards, and I mean, when I say there were people from gospel to country to rap to R&B, everybody was up
Everything.
on that
Yes,
stage,
side.
and that's something that I think that where we're from, we've had so many talented people out of Cleveland. We are people that love to meld. We love to collaborate. We love to try different things and hear different things. We have a lot of people from overseas that settle here, so we can get a lot of different musics and sounds. Like I grew up as a black girl, finding out that I'm part Irish. Had my time where I was into country, where I was emo, where I wanted to be a juggalo.
Yeah, man.
Like
Culture, man. Culture. Yes,
listen,
side.
I love it all. Like I just feel like if it has a good beat, if the lyrics are resonating with me, I can enjoy any kind of music. And when
yeah,
you really strip down music, it's all the same. It's the same as music is culturally as important as food, as
Yes.
art,
Yes,
as
mama.
as storytelling, as passing down ancestral items. It is
Oh,
something
cat.
that
Yes.
should
Speak.
be that should be shared. It's something that should be revered. It's something that should be honored. It's something that should be enjoyed. Like
Mhm.
when I was a teenage girl, I would sneak out to the reggaeton parties, you know, and learning to move and learning how to move in the reggae parties taught me how to dance in other ways, because I could just, you know, you could turn that into salsa, you can turn that into,
Yep.
you know, tango, you could turn that into
Yeah.
ballet.
Woo.
It all it all is
International dance.
international. You
International.
know, we're all one big melting pot.
Yeah,
Ta-
man.
Take me to how important is it to incorporate live instruments and live performances and impromptu performances and melding these things? What does that mean to you when you just adding a drum to something, starting off with just a drum beat, taking it down to the bare bones? How does it feel to be some of the people that are keeping it how it should be, that are having these live performances that are setting you guys apart as a collective?
Well,
Can I
it's all
take that?
about that frequency. Go ahead, pal. You go first. Go for it.
I just want to take that because I wanted to add on and say like working with Chance. Chance opened me up the country. You know what I'm saying? Like before I met C, I was not really. I didn't have a lot to say about country. I wasn't a hater. Never been a hater. I just literally was not exposed to it.
Yeah.
But you know, country has some of the best. It has some great melodies musically and writing. I'm a writer, and it's some of the most well written material. Of course, with drumming, I'm a drummer too. You know, I play African drums. You know what I'm saying? Like djembe. You know, congas, bongos, ashikos, all that. Junjun. You know, I love it. But drumming, you know, I can play the trap set a little bit, but drumming, his rhythms. So to be a creator, right now we in 2026, and this is the era of the mashup, you know, and we're in the age of the
Mash up.
we're in the age of the mashup.
Yeah.
People are going
It's the
viral
country.
just from the mashups, from people being exposed to something they never heard just from a mashup.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So
wow.
all I want to say really is like Timothy Chance and Rock the Country featuring PNC. It's that's the mashup. It's like the ultimate mashup band, but it's like live mashup. You know, like you got DJs with mash up on the turntables will do,
Right.
but this is mashup live.
Wow.
We got the reggae rhythm, we got Chance bringing the country element, we got the musicians bringing some of the country melodies, the reggae rhythms with the Pal Shadows rapping, the hardcore hip hop with C singing and rap. And I'm singing it. I mean, it's the ultimate mashup. That's what the TCRC featuring PNC is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Facts.
it's it's,
Absolutely.
it's
And
the
to add on
bridge.
that,
It's the
like,
bridge. The
and
reggae
to
in the
add on
country, the bridge. Go ahead, Chance. You go
Yeah,
for
and
it.
to add on that, it is the bridge, you know, and it's time for it too. You know, everything is coming together so nice, and everyone's realizing, you know, that everybody has something to contribute. And now it's like the walls have kind of been broken down, so it's become more about the art. So when it's really about the art, a collective like us can slide through, and you know, I don't want to say up the level, but at least provide something that, you know, sets a standard that even musicians can be a fan of. You know, like you bring drumming in the situation, it's like it levels the playing field. No longer is it,
Yeah.
you know, a competition thing. It becomes something that everyone can embrace.
Yeah, man. It want to really bring something that will really excite them and unite them within the rhythm. Because like in Africa, if I play a wah wah code, that means celebration. Every rhythm has a name. In Jamaica, they do the same thing. I can play the pepper seeds. It's like a dancehall rhythm. I don't care if I play pepper seeds in Japan or in Virginia. Boy, they gonna start dancing. So and that's the way it goes. So it's like it's so pre-programmed. But with these singers and players that I'm around, it's like when you're a word man on the mic, that's like the lead drum. In a sense, that's like the lead drum. Now you're gonna take over, as opposed to playing the drum, but you're coming with the word sound and power there. And so we incorporate that along with the harmonies around it. I got some fantastic players. I got a guy that went to school with me named Dr. Gates. Man, he got a chance to play with
Doc,
Dizzy Gillespie. He got a chance to play with Miles Davis. He went to
Saxophone.
like we all went to regular college, but Dr. Gates went to Berkeley and Boston. So when he came back home to the neighborhood, he was a different dude, man.
Yeah,
The man was
different.
different. And so he went off in the jazz world, and I went off in the reggae world. But now we write together with Chance. So when you see us on stage, you see all of that ball of energy right there. I mean, with Dr. Gates, man, we could write out Beethoven and chart it out, play it, man. It's no piece of music that we couldn't get and take care of. So God bless it. I feel so empowered with these brethren that are around me right now. We got some, and in respect to the sistering, because we're gonna have some sistering on the record. It's gonna speak to. So, but when we come, just know that we're coming in hot. All right.
Thank you so much for that. And this is my last question. And it really is for Chance. Um how I've kind of talked about some of my favorites, but I'm a girl that was born from the school of Dolly and Shania, the real criers of country, the Jolene,
Woo!
that kind of
Hey.
that kind of thing. And I just always grew up just really loving country, really loving. I think that country um can mirror a lot of the heartbreak that blues can give off. It's about really being open and being honest and expressing how you feel through your music, whether it's your heartbreak, whether it's your triumph. Um, and you can see those themes, especially in reggae and in rap. And we've also seen, we done seen the white boys that can rap, the Puerto Ricans that can rap, the
Right,
ones that
right.
get on the mic, you be like, oh, he ain't about nothing. Then they get on, you be like, oh shoot, hold on, wait a minute.
Hey,
Where
man,
you
coming in
from?
hot.
Where you from? Because so with all these different things, how did you in your mind, it's almost like what was that Iron Man when he was pulling stuff out his brain and putting, assembling the Avengers. How did you know that this would work? What made you in your journey, your musical journey, know that this is something that's gonna not only sell but really resonate with people deeply? Because there's a lot of fans that are in here talking about you guys. How did you know that this will work? And what really inspired you?
It went like this. Down from the Bay of LA to Atlanta, I-24, now we're
now we
riding
run
on.
no home.
West VA, New York, back down to
Down the
Bama. We're puffing, blowing, whoa, and we're
whoa,
riding
ride
on.
no
So, yo,
home.
can't step in the spot gets fun. Know to break it down to the sound of the drum. Drag a bus bit, make an MC run. You want about a boy? Then come get some. Cause I'm gonna put it out like this. Not another rap chorus like this. I'm a real country boy with a hat and a buckle. Say hello to a set of brass knuckles. Smooth, like, right?
I should listen. I should
So
have
when
had
it, so
my
when it,
fiddle. Hold on, I need
so
my
when it,
fiddle real
yeah,
quick.
so when it hits that
Oh, you ought to hear
naturally,
the beat to that. You ought to hear the beat to that
All
song.
right, Doc.
It's
Right,
great.
right.
I know
so
it's going
so when it,
crazy.
thank you, I appreciate that. When it hits that naturally though, at first it was intimidating for a lot of people because a lot of people view it as competition. Uh,
Mm,
so we really had to learn to overcome that. And then when I realized that I let go of that needing to be the best, you know what I mean? Because there's a certain level when you strive, you got to be your individual best. And I've always been a team player, but the teams that I play on, I would find that competition would still get to the end. So it
Mhm.
took me finding the right team with people that were as great, if not greater than I am to play ball with. God blessed me with Pal as a partner. My first show was because a crew backed out on me a day before a show that we put together for a gentleman that passed away, a car show. And we literally got a fist fight in the studio the night before. I called Pal, the best MC I knew in Nashville, to come back me up and be a part of it. And that's where PNC was born, at a mall parking lot at a car show over on Homie
Actually,
Nathan. Facts, you know. And then that was my first project that when I got my recording gear, because when we split, you know, I lost all the gear, the producer and all that, so I bought my gear, and me and P started PNC. So we always had this theme of the first and the last, and I've learned to take notes from my past and use them as present things. So when I see that was my first project and it swings around and this is my last projects before we take out and go, and then you look at the people that are around me that are mentoring now, like Drummy and Clef, it's like, God. And, you know, and let me touch on the Wyclef thing real quick. Let me just speak on my brother real quick. You know, he is one of the most powerful. We've been working 5 years now, working on this Caribbean Cowboys record with him. He's doing a 7-album project right now called Quantum Leap, where he's doing his hip hop record next month. And then each month he's dropping a different genre. So tell me we don't have the mentor on the other side leading the charge with this whole movement. Now, so to learn from that gentleman like that, and give thanks for the Fugees, give thanks for Lauryn Hill, give thanks to them being back together. Their band is setting the standard right now as far as live show. Google the Fugees live in Germany and you will see what I'm talking about. Look what they did a few months back. They sound heavenly. And when you just see how powerful a man that does music like that can go to run for your 200 million records sold, runs for president, finds out that the politics thing is kind of, you know, it's a different thing, but you want to serve your people when you've accomplished, right? You know, to have that foreshadowing as to how our path can go and know what to and what not to do. You know, walk that middle line, keep it about the music, have a great time, entertain, push the boundaries. You're going to hear it in these songs. Mr. Iron Man drops next week on our Sony deal with Dwayne Brown, Brownlee Entertainment. We got our first singles coming out. We got PNC Peace Pipe. Yeah, we're excited. You know, but when you hear that music and it resonates on a different chord, I mean, we're talking one take, no punches. Mr. Iron Man Live is our first record with this formation. Well, we've got a couple we put out, but now that we're really locked in, big music video and everything. But when you hear it in this one take and you realize that this is real, there's something bigger than we are involved with this thing, and that's what we serve. You know, and when we get on stage and we see that and we see the vibe of the crowd, we're pushing the boundaries to see how far we can take that crowd. To shake everything off, man. Get loose all that nonsense, because we want to take you on a vacation, people. That's my word.
Oh, yes, I know.
And crew, I want to say one thing before I jump, because these brothers are so rootsy, spiritual. I want to say this, you know, because you guys are spreading culture. When I was with Whalers, I saw Marley, you know, how they went all through Jamaica, you know, talking from the Maroons and everybody. What I see over here with Rasta Country is, maybe I'm on stage and I got a name on my shirt. Maybe it's Bill Pickett. And everybody go like, well, who's Bill Pickett? Well, Bill Pickett was the first Nubian cowboy, 1890. You know, I mean, he's the first one to learn taught everybody how to flip the cows. So that's one of my goals, is to spread that culture, how we were such a part of that. You know, you know, then I have another song called Rasta Country Cowboy. I haven't got to that material yet, but it's about York, the Indian that traveled with Lewis and Clark. Nobody talk about him. My man wrote a track about him, you know, because that's it, boy. Look at we now. We need to up
the expedition that was led by the expedition that was led by Ben York. They encountered the so-called Indians, then their skin was dark.
Yeah, man.
That's on my song. Watch the top. I talk about what I love drumming. I talk about what drumming in my song Watch the Top Flow. Continue.
No, you go, pal, because you got the words.
Man. No, really though, like that, what you're talking about, that's the part of, you know, we do bring culture to music. You know, one thing, I come out of KRS-One, Tribe Called Quest, Brand Nubian. Come from, you put knowledge in the songs. You know, I know because of KRS-One, like Bradley Knowles said, was Sublime. Like, you know,
God bless you.
So, you know, like, I'm an author, right? You know, I'm a writer. I wrote my book, GR, What Does It Mean? An expose on the N-word. I talked a little bit about it. Yeah, the black Native American culture and history is something that I talk about in my music a lot. And I try to expose that just the same way that we as the collective try to just expose. It's just a reflection of the consciousness that we try to expose in our music overall. You know,
See, the
that's what
show
I'm
goes
getting
like
to.
this. I'm pushing people to the bar to get shots and shake. Pals up there dropping knowledge on them, let them know, and they walking away drunk. Feel like, man, I feel better tonight. I feel like I learned something. What's
I
They
going
know
done
on?
learned
what.
something. They done got drunk and they done danced. Like that
Yeah.
sounds like a good. That sounds like a good time to me. Listen.
And you know, and you know, it's all about, you know, do it easy style. You know, we're not pushing nothing on nobody. You know, we just sharing information, you know, consciousness,
Right.
Yeah.
And
And
awareness.
that's
chances
one of
of
my favorite things about it. You know, like people perceive things. You know, when I was young and someone told me I was white, I looked at my skin. I said, I'm tan. I never got the whole. It's not scientific. I'm more color of a rubber band. Like whatever. So I view things differently in my perspective growing up, right?
Hmm.
And just to know that we're a part of something that, you know, and we can't deny history. You know, let's look at what's going
Absolutely.
on outside of our generations and going back
Absolutely.
that you know, it's amazing to be a part of something that seems to be bringing healing and peace to my friends. You
there you
know, and
go.
that's why in that. I'll leave that right there.
Say that.
Chance, that's so solid. I mean, he's just like Kenny Chesney. Like when I was around Kenny, Kenny seemed like it want to change the game. It want to bring it together. Chance is doing the same thing, man. Because that's his
Yeah.
generation. It's time for us to come together now,
Yeah.
so we can really be the melting pot to save mankind. You
Yeah.
know,
I
and
think that might be the only thing that can. I think that
yes,
might,
yes,
you
Sister
know.
Cat. What do you mean? We're gonna work really hard at it together, and with all of
Mhm.
y'all help and helping us network it, we can get our message out.
Using your platform to
Mhm.
you know to spread that message. So
Thank
all these
you.
platforms,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Thank you for using your platform. All these platforms have to use your platform to spread these messages.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Positivity, unity, and togetherness.
And that's really what we here at Transcending the Culture are all about. That's why we love to have artists such as you guys that are doing the same thing that we are striving to do, that are sharing the same message. Everyone we have on the show is handpicked. We have people that we actually believe in, people we actually respect,
Oh,
people we
bless you.
actually appreciate your music and see value in what you're doing. We don't just have anybody on here. Trust me, we've been asked. Okay.
Yeah.
So we,
Yeah.
so we, and it's always like we always say, collaboration over competition, because it's enough. I mean, life is so
Yeah.
short. There's enough time, attention, resources for everybody to share.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to kindergarten where you got the talking stick. It's your turn to share. It's your turn to talk. Because you'll never, you don't know everything. And sometimes it take walking through somebody else's shoes or hearing their story, and
Yeah.
that story can be shared
Wow.
through
Yes.
music to
Wow.
really resonate. Sometimes you don't believe in stuff just because somebody tell you something, and then you hear it through song. You like, wow, I can feel their heartbreak. I can feel their love. I can
Yes.
feel their excitement. I can feel their peacefulness, and that can bring peacefulness within yourself.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate what you guys are doing. This is
Absolutely.
just great, and I love collaborating can bring in so many different things. Like me and James, this is my cousin. This is my older cousin.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I like it. I like how you threw older in there, but it's cool.
older,
It's good.
oh,
Oh
You
this
man.
made
my
sure to throw
So
that
what
in
you
there, right?
44, you
Yeah. Right.
46,
Right.
right?
Right.
this my ancient cousin, y'all.
She sound like my son calling
It's
me a
okay,
senior
James.
citizen.
I know how it feels. You got the wisdom. You got
Hey.
all the
He
wisdom,
got the
James.
wisdom. I always say James was reporting live when Noah was making the Ten Commandments. He was right there.
Wow. Wow.
It's cool though. It's wisdom in them years, so it's cool.
Yeah,
Yes, man.
man.
Listen. I'm coming up right behind you, cuz.
It's
But
wisdom in them years, so it's
There
all
you
good.
I
go.
hope I look good as you. Listen, as good as you make it look, honey. Okay. Um,
Listen, man.
but it's not. I grew up running behind them, and seeing him doing everything in media. Interviewing him while I was in college for media, and then for him to bring his knowledge of 20 plus years working, and then me, social media heavy, very I like to go to parties and talk to people and host, and I do 1,000 things, modeling, comedy, all these different things, and so I can bring that with
Mm.
his experience and everything that he's doing, and here we are, and we're creating something beautiful.
Right.
So
Right.
I appreciate what you guys are doing. This is something that we are trying to do ourselves, and I want to thank you for sharing with me, and I'm going to pass it over to my older cousin James.
Hey, hold on.
You remind me of my little
James.
cousin. My little cousin beat me the same way.
Let me number one throw that respect on your name real quick. But number two, let me throw you something real quick, young queen. So
Mhm.
you mentioned the Juggalo theme. That's the only thing that we haven't touched on out of all the genres
Oh
so far going
man.
back. So I just found out that our co-producer on the Caribbean Cowboys record, Mike P, who produced Homies for the Clowns, he just had his first song go double platinum yesterday with ICP in my
Ooh.
room. And Mike Puwall's a part of this whole thing. So we got that Juggalo spirit in this mix as well. God bless.
When I say I used to be painting my face and I'm looking for the mosh pit, where the pit at? Where the
Yo,
pit?
you brought it
You
up,
know.
so I knew you heart with it. I know exactly what you're saying.
Listen, listen. That's what I said. Like I love all different types of music. I just feel like it's so much out here. Why limit yourself? Like I
Yeah.
just even scan the radio and I hear something in a different language and I'll be speaking Spanish. Like okay, I could feel what they're saying. You know, like you guys said, you could feel it in the beat. Like even 3-month-old babies, you can play some reggaeton for them and
I know it.
they get the move and they get the groove and you know
Oh, especially that
it's
reggaeton.
the it's like you said the frequencies and
That's it.
the rhythm of the beat is in your blood. I mean they even show scientists show your blood how it affects different music coming out of speaker, how it affects with different sounds, with different rhythms. We are all of the people forget we're of this earth. We're
Hmm.
part water, we're part elements. Like we like come on now. If the elements are gonna move from music, why wouldn't we? Why
And
wouldn't our insides and everything be affected? So
every
everything you do affects your body. So you have to protect and you have to be very selective over what you intake. And that
at the
includes your music.
All right, now
at
we're
the
gonna
root
have
of
to catch a
everything is
second episode
vibration.
of this.
You know, at
Yeah,
the root of everything is
and
vibration.
Vibrations, yes.
that's right. We're
My
gonna have
bad.
to
Go
catch
ahead.
a second episode of this here because you just touched on what the Dragon Farm sound is all about. We figured
Yeah.
out how to move sound up and down the human body out of a stereo field, attach it to different organs. Basically, you could consider a vitamin deficiency. You haven't had iron for a while. Every single organ in your body is the same way. You haven't had a certain frequency for a while. That's what we're doing. We wake up those organs. It took us about 15 years to really dial it. That's the reason why we've been so kept, because it's bigger than just music. When you tap into the science like that, and that's what drummy is, that's what power is, educated scientists. And we're really deep in that. So we may have to set up a whole nother episode strictly for that conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Imagine this James and Cat. Every like yellow is like E. Every note is a color.
That's a fact.
Imagine you make a record, with and you have the notes that are set. You pick chords and notes that are set to really make people feel good because it's all colors. It's
Exactly.
every note is attached to a color, and you can
Now imagine
literally
the show hitting
Yeah.
like that.
you
Yeah.
could do a show just like that. It's all about frequency, family. Because now we know we all in it now, man. Everybody, we know now we're part of that wake up now. So now we understanding what's going on with these frequencies, and as we get more to be able to express it more, but I can't wait to speak with you all again, and thank you for inviting us.
Man,
Respect.
listen, for me, like just knowing what the three of you do and what you bring to the table, and the fact that you each have amassed your own success on your own, and you saw the need to come together. Like to me, that represents strength. It represents unity. Like music is so universal.
Good. Yes, I.
Just the idea that you're blending all of these genres together, and you are uplifting the culture. To me, that's everything. Like that's not only reaching people of my generation, and I'm gonna be 49 this year. So that's not only reaching people of my generation, but it's reaching Cat's generation. It's reaching
Yes, I.
it's
Absolutely.
reaching teenagers today, like people in their early 20s. My son is 19, and like he's all about reggae. So like the Bob Marleys. So like I wouldn't be surprised if he was not watching. I know he works tonight, but usually he's watching the podcast, and like he would be excited just to see what you have going on. And I mean, whether it's again the Bob Marleys or whether it's the Beanie Man or whether like all these different people out there, like he's listening to that music and the music of yesteryear. Like he's not really so much on what's out there today, but just the whole idea of you all uniting and pulling your talents together to make what you have now with Dragon Farm. Like, I think it's so dope. I think the industry needs it. Like, the world needs it. With where we are right now and how divided it is out here, like, this is so necessary. Like, why was it important for you guys to obviously pull all of your talents together and to make Dragon Farm? Because you imagine when people are like uberly successful out there and they're doing their own thing. Sometimes it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, like, what kind of gave you that inkling? Like, we really need to come together.
Well, can I speak on this real quick?
Go for it. Run it.
Real quick. Early on, being from Tennessee, I remember when hip hop wasn't connected. Like, there was like hip hop was kind of like a black thing.
Like, my people come from Tennessee, and I know it wasn't nothing going on down there. Like, I had people in Nashville too, and it wasn't nothing happening there.
It wasn't. Well, this is what I want to say. That's another topic, but what I'm speaking on is like, there wasn't unity among black and white folk.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so when Chance came to me early on, I was an opportunity, and not being shallow, right? But what I saw was an opportunity. I was like, let me link up with this white cat. Let me link up with this white cat. That was a part of my psyche, because I felt like we needed to see it.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense? I always, from day one, when me and Chance, being a black rapper from Tennessee, I didn't even have white friends until I got to college.
Yeah, same here.
I ain't had no white friends. You know what I'm saying? So for me, so I started expanding my horizons as a person.
Yeah,
it was around that time, and then I met Chance around that time. That I started embracing that. I said, man, coming from where I come from, I know the people, my people, all the people need to see this unity.
Absolutely.
That was just me and Chance linking up. So me and Chance, without me having to say it like that, me and him kind of understood what we represent. And we touch on it from time to time, like our single Peace Pipe that's coming out after, along with Mr. Iron Man, our single Peace Pipe PNC. It talks about that. It touches on that. Our first single, because me and Chance never really had to say it.
Yeah.
We just knew it and felt it. And then I can imagine, when he hit up with drumming, we've been on that.
Yeah.
So we've been on that energy. So that would be my perspective off the rip.
The fact that, like, when I look at y'all, I see family. Like I see a family unit. I don't see like a group of separates that came together and tried to form something. Like,
we worked that out.
And the fact that y'all are able to talk about it, like, to me, that's the big thing.
Isn't that great? Isn't that beautiful?
I think it's perfect, man. Like, the fact that you can talk about it, and the fact that you even talk about it now, because that's a lot of what people will think about. Like, when they first see you guys, and that's a lot of what people are going to think about. But I think it's dope that you speak on it. And I think it's dope that y'all, like, again, like, when I look at you, I see a family.
Respect. I love, man. Thank you for saying that, because we're stronger together. We're stronger together.
Absolutely.
It's time to, because those are the things that we've read all of our lives coming up. How weak are we going to be if we're separate? So when I look at these hydrants and I say, man, I'm a rhythm section, and they're wording in, we need to work together.
Yeah.
It's a marriage. And that frequency goes, and man, it kicks up. God bless it. So we got a chance to really share some positivity out there together.
Absolutely.
Like this.
And I love the fact that, that you give praises to, obviously, the Wyclefs and the Lauryn Hills. And because like, being honest with you, like, growing up and being in high school and whatnot, I didn't listen to a lot of reggae. So I didn't know very much about reggae music at all. And just being perfectly honest with you, I came into it with Lauryn Hill.
Look at
And
that.
what she does and all the music that she and like that opened me up to the Marleys. So now it's
Give
like
thanks.
I listen to all of the Marleys and to see how strong that family is and how everybody's doing music and everybody's successful and everybody's united.
Yeah.
And to see them live, like when the Fugees first started touring again, I went to Jersey to go to the first show because I was like, if this tour don't go down all the way, I know they're gonna do that first show in Jersey. They not gonna mess up Jersey. So I went to Jersey.
Incredible, man.
You wasn't gonna
Yeah.
miss
See
that
that
one.
show, and it was just like the feel that you get just from hearing them perform together. It wasn't even just about Lauren. It was just to hear them together. And again, that unity. So like you guys are bringing that back, and like
Wow.
we need that so bad in this industry right now. Like we need it. And you know, Kat spoke on just where a lot of music is today and how people are being denied, you know, for doing country,
Yeah.
doing other genres and whatnot.
I mean, even the
think it's
reggaeton artists are scared to collaborate. They're scared
Yeah.
to jump on each other's records because everyone is being so territorial and scared and
Yeah.
nervous.
But
You
I think
know?
it's cool though because you're seeing more people who are able to even slip into the genre now and really show, you know, how strong they are with it and what they can do with it. You got your K Michelle's. Obviously, you had Nelly who, you know, tapped into a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at Beyonce. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Cowboy Carter.
absolutely.
Come on. So it's emerged now. I think this new generation, they love all of that music mixed together. Wild
Yeah.
Shadows will tell you. Yeah, man,
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely. So
You know,
know
and
that for what you guys are trying to do for yourselves, you're doing so much more for this industry and so much more for the artists who are surrounding you and so much more for the listeners like myself, like Kat, like all the other people out here who are listening to music. Like when I say like we're clamoring for the music, like I know that Mr. Iron Man and I know that Peace Pipe is coming, but like we are like
Coming, baby.
we're waiting for the music.
Yes, baby.
Yeah. waiting.
you know, and to that point, what you just said means so much. Because working with Clef for the 5 years, let me say something without saying too much. Number one, thank you for catching that first show. That was a sentiment. You know, when we started on this Caribbean Cowboy project 5 years ago, we finished the record. We brought in Drake White. We brought in Melissa Etheridge. We brought in, oh my God, I knew Clef was you'll see us on Kelly and Mark soon. I knew that Clef was gonna bring, you know, that bluegrass because you listen to Gone Till November 911. That's modern country. That's Shabuzi now. That's Florida Georgia Line now, but done back then. So does R&B and bluegrass. I peeped that. I positioned. I knew he wanted to do it. When he was ready, they called me. I was like, dang, popped the rip, done. So what I noticed in this industry is a lot of folks just get so shaken. Not really shaking in their weak sense kind of way. Shaking in you can only do so much, keep giving so much good out there, and the world just keeps taking and taking and taking and taking and taking, and then the negativity seeps in because maybe you might have such a big heart and your vision kind of gets stifled for a little bit. So let's say, for instance, the industry changes. They go from CDs, cassettes, vinyl to digital, right? That's a whole different sales pattern in the music industry.
Absolutely.
So you sold 200 million cassettes, albums, records. All of a sudden it goes digital, TikTok, all this stuff. And it's like, whoa, you're not quite seeing the sales and success.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't quite transcend. So Clef was in kind of in that zone. Plus, shouts out to Avicii, God rest his soul. Clef was working with Avicii as well too. We know what happened there. So you know, when a man comes to you and he's very kind and you see his soul and he's just humble, but he's legendary, which I experienced that. And you get to know him and they get to know me. It's like sometimes they just need a real one in their life. You know, and truth be told, like that support, that friendship, that brotherhood, regardless of skin tone, regardless of sex, regardless of any of that, just cellular. Like when you find that, you get to build back up. And that's what I noticed with Clef over the 5 years. You know, Clef calls me one day. We talk every other day, right? He called me one day. He's like, yo, see, a few years back. He's like, yo, see, I got some good news, some bad news. So I was like, what's that? He said, well, the good news is we're bringing back the Fugees. I'm like, whoa! I was like, that's the Beatles. My mind blown, right? Inside, right? First call kind of stuff. I'm like, yo. He's like, the bad news is we got to put this country record on hold. I was like, Clef, all respect. We got our guys down here. They're excited. I completely get it. That's part of it. He's like, we're going to scheme it back up. You'll see what happens. 3 years ago. Now you look, he's on the Grammys. You see he's on the Emmys. He's calling. We're in the LA Times last week. Google LA Times Wyclef. You read all about it. Like now it's popping. And his whole plan that he promised years ago is now into fruition. And it's that time factor. Sometimes time is the biggest, like, it's the biggest destruction, but also the biggest healer. You know, it'll break you down to build you up. But when you find that balance and you know that God's working for you, you'll see miracles happen. You'll find yourself around people like this, having conversations like this with real intentions for healing and making differences, you know?
Respect.
And then the truth comes out. But that's what's going on here, Camp Wide. Everybody. So, you know, this Caribbean Cowboy thing is a big deal. This Timothy Chance Rasta Country thing is a big deal. This PNC thing is a big deal. And I'm just honored to be a part of all of it. Dragon Farm is the label. Dragon Farm is the production company. Me and Pal started that 20 years ago. Original Dragon Farm members were me, him, Jelly Roll, and RPM. It started as a team of MCs. And when you study those names, you see where everybody's at. You really grasp what we've been on for years. And nothing's changed. We just ain't going to get out there and put no one down. We just going to get out there. We're going to keep working. We're going to get out there, bring the greatest, bring Drummy, the family, the crew. Honored to work with Drummy. Honored, man, to learn from Drummy, and that's the position me and Pete take. And I, you know, wrapping this up, I would love for Drummy to catch the last words from our side, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
You know, blessed. You know, these brethren are so special in what their works. I mean, true. You know, I got a chance to go across the world from one end to the other, and what they're doing, and they're unique in their clever lyrics. To what we can, you know, the rhythms that we have coming that we will share with you coming in the future, I think is so next level. I'm excited. They're, you know, I'm so simple. They're excite me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's, you know, like I think as an artist, you just want to be around other artists that inspire you. So I'm inspired by the brethren. You know, they're inspired by me. So we kick off of each other. So it's a great. You know, I'm a rhythm fanatic, so it's probably rhythms that's going constantly, just like I'm rapping with you and Cat, and you know, back and forth, and well, we're just building, and then yeah, man. So I just want to say, give thanks and praises. You know, it's been an honor because we've been really working very hard to get to where we are right now. You know, credit to Chance, holding it all together, holding us together. Working on the material all year long. Now it's ready. And so we're honored to be a part of what you all are doing. And thanks for help sharing what we're doing with you all. Bless you.
I know you guys are closing out. As you are closing this out, I just got one last question. If you got a second, Drummy.
Yeah, man.
You spent so much time with Bob Marley and the Wailers. What are the things that you learned there that's helping you now with this collective and out there, you know, to where you want to be?
The patience, seeing that we have the magic, we create the magic from within. All I have to do is chant it up, put it out to the universe, and let me wake up in it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And I have a song that I wrote about it called "In a Minute," where if you put that thought out to the universe and let that energy out there, and just keep doing it, and it will return to you and wake you, and you're in your dream. You know, so I feel like I always tell people, "Hey, I'm part of the miracle. Do you see it in me?" Because that's what I do. I put it out into the air. I tell all of my sons that I got 3 sons that live on that stage, and they travel the world like me. My oldest girl's a psychologist, you know, but I always just tell them, just say what you want to do to the universe and let it come answer you.
Absolutely.
But you got to have your skills.
Absolutely.
And my brethren here, they have their skills. Oh, we are so ready. Oh, I love it. All we got to do is just throw each other out there. Everybody can swim good. They can swim real good. Yeah, man, everybody can swim good.
You know what? You know what I see from that period that I feel resonates in all 3 of you is you know your skills and you know your power. And that's really what it's about. Like
know yourself.
I talk to my son, she talks to her daughter, everybody talks to their kids, and people around them to know your power, know your worth,
Yes,
what you can do out here. And each of you have spoken boldly about what you did prior to coming into this unit and what you do together and why you are so powerful out here as a unit. So I think it's amazing. It absolutely has to be a part 2 because we had a ton of questions for y'all. So
I know.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like,
it absolutely has to be a part 2.
into the water
I think
yet.
this
We
is
gotta
Oh,
get this
love
done.
that.
for as many questions as we had. Like, listen, I've been doing this for 25 years, so I get people on and they give you one word answers or they don't really talk a whole lot. And sometimes you can get through 60 questions because they don't really say shit. But like y'all gave us so much, not only the knowledge and the wisdom, but you gave your energy and like I can tell like wholeheartedly firsthand, like hands down, that you guys love this, that you guys are family. Like this is not something that was just orchestrated and y'all was put together to like y'all are like a family unit.
It was meant to be.
We just
Oh,
need to
James
go.
and Ken, I'll go get on my drum set right over there in the next room. I'll kick off for you right now, man.
Hey, I'm about to turn on the mic too.
Like, how can we get out to see y'all? Where can
And
we
I can
see y'all?
beatbox.
Yeah, where can we see y'all?
Like, where can we
We're
see y'all
gonna come
performing
that
live?
way soon. God bless it.
Hey,
I know right now we got some
But
things in
we'll travel
Virginia.
too. So
Well,
don't
this is where I gotta come in. This is where I gotta come in and do my promo for the flow. We just had Poetic Nocturnal Preachers PNC at the Flow, Volume 7, here in Nashville, Tennessee, at our it's like a home base for us. You know what I'm saying? Right here on historic Jefferson Street, right cat corner from Tennessee State University, my alma mater. So we right there, the legendary Jefferson Street, where you had Jimi Hendrix, Little Richard got his start there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Otis Redding who played there. Etta James. I mean, you name it. And we're on the historic Jefferson Street at Kingdom Cafe and Grill. If you're ever in Nashville, go by, get some good food. But we started the flow with my partner Frederick Weathersby, who does Nashville Monday Night Jazz. He started the flow a few years ago, and now it's just grown. And we've landed at Kingdom Cafe and Grill, the Flow Volume 7, and we just had Volume 7 this Saturday, PNC headline. Volume 8, we're working on having Rasta Country. Be the will of the Most High. We got Rasta Country, also PNC, and some local Nashville bands I'm putting together. We haven't locked down the itinerary just yet, but you can catch us at Kingdom Cafe and Grill for now, and then you're gonna catch us around the country because we definitely coming up there to where you at in Ohio.
We coming to the flats, man. We coming to the bottom, man. We know about the flats, man.
But you know what?
We know the place, man. We know the
I feel
place.
like I want to catch a flight.
Through.
I feel like I want to catch a flight down to Nashville though. I got a $15 pass with Frontier, so I
do it, man.
Come on, in May
We'll make it worth it. I'll make sure you got drinks and dinner at least. At least,
all-
and a good time.
That's
That's all me.
That's
We're
all
gonna
I
let you
need.
know.
That's all I need. So
We'll be
let me
there.
get my flight. I got a $15 pass with Frontier, so it's all good. I'm gonna have to make sure I get down there.
I'll take you around, man. I'll show you Nashville, the real Nashville.
I haven't been down there.
The realville.
I probably was still in my teens.
Oh boy. You need to see that
my
place.
My father's side of the family is from
Come on, man.
Henderson, but then we had a lot of people in Nashville too. So
I've never been to Nashville. I would love to go. I'm saying.
So yeah, honestly, I think we still got some
Queen.
So I think Kat and I we're gonna figure out a good time to come down there and we're gonna come down.
Come on, man. We got you.
And look, get in touch with us. You got the angel. Shouts out to Miss Tangi Jones putting this together. Our publicist.
Absolutely.
Tangi. We love Tangi. Yes.
When we talk about family, Tangi is
family.
So like I appreciate Tangi. She hit me up. I'm like, let's do it. So I appreciate you guys for coming on.
Respect.
Before you head out, any kind of final words from any of you?
A reggae party in your town. If it's one, invite us.
Listen,
we'll play.
Listen. If you come and we'll set it up, man. It's already.
We're gonna come. We're gonna set. I mean, I know they playing reggae somewhere downtown.
Absolutely.
We gotta find a promoter.
Yeah.
We got the spot for you already.
Info.
We got the spot for you already.
Let's link that.
Oh,
Let's make
beautiful.
that
All
happen.
right, we're gonna catch up on that one. All right.
We ready.
Hey, I
Yo,
love you, Blood. Thanks for sharing your time and your effort. God
Absolutely.
Thank
bless
you
you
as
and
well.
continue.
And
And my
and listen,
brethren, you
I
teaching
know
little cat the right way, man. You got her going good, man.
absolutely.
Yes.
Respect.
Listen, I know Tangi will keep us in the loop with everything, but as I tell everybody that comes on this platform, there ain't no red tape whatsoever. So if you
Mhm.
got something to say or you want to come on or you want us to do something, all you got to do is DM us or send us a message or whatever, and it's done.
It's that easy.
Respect.
Ain't no
man, I just
red
want to say peace to Dragon Farm, yo. We got a lot
Yeah,
of
man.
people
Big
on
up
Dragon
our
the
team.
Dragon Farm.
Farm.
Yes, I.
Jason, Tangi, Jason, Joe Baz, David Flowers, the people at Sony BLE,
Timothy
you know,
Chance.
everybody, the whole fam.
Tafari.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
And Instagram is the Dragon Farm, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All
that's
right.
right.
Thank you guys so much
PNC
for coming on.
Nash.
Thank
All
thank
Thank
you
you
right,
for
man.
having
One
Have the
us.
love
guys.
to
best
the
night.
eye.
All right,
Rastafari
y'all have
live.
a good
One
one.
love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Absolutely. Peace and love.
Bless it. Bless. Wonderful. Wow.
Yeah.
Chance. What a thing. What a vibes. Hey. All right.
So good. Listen,
Listen, I'm trying.
I had a
Okay, there we
good
go.
listen. I had a good time, honey. I'm ready to go pull out my old white clef. Someone please call 911. I'm
Right, right,
saying,
right.
listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. Listen, I'm no letting go, no holding back. I'm saying, listen, now I told you I used to be right at the reggae spot. Okay.
Yeah, but look, the crazy thing is, all of that's on my playlist.
I know you got the infinite playlist, James. I don't know what the heck.
Yeah, all of that is on my playlist. Listen, this was really, really dope. I'm so glad that we were able to get them on because it was like
Me too.
not really last minute, but it would listen. This worked fast. Like we worked that out
Thank you.
really. We worked that
Listen,
out
get it,
really, really,
girl.
really quick. Um,
Listen, thank you so much. I want to give a shout out to Jason Brinkley. Listen, you have been coming
yeah.
through with the comments. Look, great
Listen.
question. What an amazing show. These hosts are great. Thank you so much. We love
No, I
you.
think they went really, really good. I think that they
Mhm.
are powerful for where the industry is right now.
Powerful.
We need them.
And it like you said, this is what's going on right now. Like think about the Jelly Rolls and the Shabuzis and the collaborative performances we're seeing right now. So they're really doing it, taking it to the roots, performing together, collaborating on music, sending songs, like creating these things that are, it's like it's almost like, you will see these things every now and
Mhm.
then, but to have someone that is really doing this intentionally is
Yeah.
different.
I just
And
love
we
the
have been
fact
talking
that
about that.
they are doing it their way. They
Hmm.
doing what they love and they doing it their way. Like
Doing it their way, yeah. And
I
it's like
think,
you said, how they speak about it. You could tell, you could see the love, you can see the
yeah,
intention, you can see the collaboration, you can see the need for spreading and sharing, and peace, love, and happiness. And it's just it's so great to come across artists like this. This is
uh-huh.
just something totally different, and I am here for it. Okay.
No, I think it's super
um
dope.
and it had, like I said, it's been all over the blogs. There have been a lot of new age reggae artists that are being they're saying that they don't want to have people collaborate. They're actually blocking, like, I cannot remember the artist's name, but she blocked like Shaggy from getting on her record. Like she actually blocked, like the he did like a unofficial remix, and it had leaked, and people were like, oh, we need this, and he went for the clearance, and they didn't clear it.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, this is the reggaeton way. This is the reggae way. We collaborate, and you'll hear, somebody will drop a song, Beanie Man, and remixed it the next day. Like
Uh-huh.
it's something that we're used to. And then it's like they don't want to play by the rules. It's like, okay, wait a minute, like what? Why is everybody acting weird now? Like I thought we were collaborating. I thought we were
Right.
sharing. So it's nice to see people that aren't scared of that, because that's something, like I said, I grew up a kid listening to everything.
Yeah.
And what if somebody said, this not for you? This ain't for you. This ain't for your kind. This is not,
Yeah.
I would not be the well-rounded person that I am today that can bring you, some cat got your tongue, whether it's the country artist, whether it's the R&B, the hip hop, I'm gonna know about it all. And I can only contribute that to just the many different genres and things that I was able to immerse myself in,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think this was really, really dope. Like it really showed the power of unity. Um,
Hmm.
it's so much
Unity for
it's so
sure.
much division out here. Um,
Mm,
in all
mm, mm,
aspects.
mm.
So, musically and otherwise, there's so much division out here, and I think it just shows the power of unity. Um, and they have some good music together. Two singles that
Mhm.
are hitting out here now, Peace Pipe and Mr. Iron Man. Um,
Mhm.
I think that they're going to do amazing. I think they are
Yeah, and I
absolutely.
really want to hear some more about it because like the Lewis and Clark expedition, like that was something that I was, super into, and Sacagawea, and these are just things that, and it's like you don't never really hear about the black people's contribution into these things. A lot of times that part is washed away with history,
Uh,
and it's nice to see that they are bringing it and keeping these alive. And like I said, storytelling,
yeah,
that is something that needs to be passed. These stories have to be passed down. Sometimes they're not going to be in a history book. Sometimes it might be word of mouth. And the way we tell our stories now is through music. So definitely. And yes, those three had some great energy. I'm telling you, like
yeah, for
I am
sure.
just so pumped. I'm about to go pull up my Cypress Hill. I'm about to get insane in the membrane. Listen, I'm about to get
Oh
so,
shit!
like like when I say I was into like I was into
I
some
was too.
stuff. Like I
I was
listen,
too.
I thought I listen, your girl done been listen, I done been emo, I done been everything. So
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
too.
really excited to get into some new music. So, James is always gonna put me on to something. Something is
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, I was in the Cypress Hill and Be Real, and yeah, I was. I definitely real.
Listen, I was on the
Definitely
Beastie
was.
Boys,
I was too.
Gorillas,
I was
you
too.
know, and it's just like I said, it's just something that I just really think that it's people really have to stop limited to themselves and what they listen to and think that oh, I don't listen to country, I don't listen to that. Listen, I break down some Darius Rucker right now, I'm telling you.
Yeah, listen.
He ain't Hootie no more, ain't no Hootie in the Blowfish
I
now.
was gonna.
Nah,
I was gonna say I listened to
I done
Hootie and the Blowfish,
I done
and
put I put my cowboy hat on real quick, okay? And I ain't gonna be the good guy. I'm gonna put my black hat on and be bad guy, okay?
oh shit, I can't stand you. I can't.
but
I can't stand
but
you.
yes, thank you so much for the gentlemen that we had, Dragon Farms. I'm saying, and they some may say I be breathing like a fire breathing dragon when I get mad. So I need to be over there on the Dragon Farm.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I can't with you. I really can't.
We got Katia in the building. She was
Listen.
here during the interview. She
Yeah,
really enjoyed the interview.
you see that message she put, Cat Queen.
Cat Queen. And then she was saying how she loves collaborative music. And that's one thing, like my sisters always showed me. I didn't even know, like they would show me stuff that was from back in the day and stuff. I would go to school talking about, hey, y'all heard that new record Thriller? And they'd be like, girl, that ain't new. Or they,
Listen, what the hell wrong with you?
Tia was real into Vanessa Williams. That was
Listen,
her.
I was.
Her.
I was too.
I mean, she would play that Vanessa Williams tape like nobody's business. I'm going there singing Vanessa Williams, in '95, and they're like, "Girl, what is you talking about? Like, what?"
Yeah.
So it's always good to have people that expand your horizon, especially
Absolutely.
musically.
No,
Um,
absolutely.
so we are done with our interview, and y'all know what
Yeah.
time it is now.
Cat got your tongue.
It's time for a little bit of Cat Got Your Tongue. We have a lot to talk about. A lot has been going on.
This,
Um,
listen, what you got
James,
for us?
let me pull up my little notepad. First of all, we have some news coming out of the Knowles Carter clan. They've been having a lot going on this
They've
week.
been having a lot going on from Mama Tina's
From
gumbo
the
to,
nephew,
to
the
Jewel.
the daddy,
Uh-huh.
everybody acting the dang fool, except for Beyonce. She's nowhere to be seen. People are
You
actually
said she
saying
nowhere to be seen.
People are actually saying she's in hiding for some reason. So we gonna figure that out. Hey Tangy, hey,
Oh,
thank you
look.
so much for setting this up for us. You
Damn, all
work a
these
girl.
comments.
What happened?
No, I just said all these comments in here.
Listen, we had 1,000 comments. We had people really enjoying the show tonight.
I know this is really dope. I just want to say thank you to all of the people on here because our numbers are up. Like our numbers have been up
Yes,
the last few shows.
the last few
I
shows
really,
we're
really appreciate everybody. Please make sure that you go and subscribe to the channel. UGD Podcast Radio. Make sure that you pull us up on Facebook and you pull us up on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, like the video.
like, comment, share, post it on your page, share
Yeah,
with your friends, share with your grandma, share with your boyfriend, your side boo, whoever.
yeah, the numbers are definitely up. We absolutely want to get the subscribers up. Please make sure you subscribe, like the video, and then hit the notification bell so that you get notified of when we go live, when we post new material. We are getting on a whole lot more now. Tangi, I love you. Thank you so much. I feel like we talked all afternoon, but thank you so much for sending Dragon Farm. We definitely have to get them back on here for part 2. And now this was amazing. I appreciate everybody who is in the comments.
Oh, this Katia, this is exactly what we're gonna start off with the sun. You know how them sons be. Listen, them sons be unruly. They get to about 2021, you can't tell them nothing. So Jules, who is Solange's son. Now we seen Solange big and pregnant. I need a soldier that ain't in the stand up for me. Only carry big things, if you know what I mean. That baby bump is 21 right now, y'all. How old do y'all feel? Because that's crazy. That's crazy that
Yeah,
that boy is grown now.
yeah.
But yeah, so her son has been having his own social media following. He's very handsome, so he has been having a lot of people really interested in him. He's had a lot of different people throwing themselves at him for dating. He's been booking different performances. So he booked a gay club in Florida.
Mhm.
And a lot of people were upset that he took the booking, which is very, very strange to me because we have seen a lot of, especially hip hop and rap artists, like NLE Choppa, Little Baby. A lot of them are doing these bookings at these gay nightclubs and festivals, which I'm like, what's the
What
difference?
I'm
Like,
like, I'm like,
what's the tea? Like, what's the like,
I
what's the
just think
problem?
that society is society is really fucked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's yeah, I find it to be really stupid that that people are coming down on him or have
Yes.
an issue with the fact that he booked it.
Yeah,
Um,
people are just small
I mean
minded.
that's just like I think remember Tank had said something about that or whatever. Like how he does like the Pride events or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody and
Yeah.
people saying something about him doing Pride or whatever, and it's
Yes.
like, but these are my fans too. So
Those are the fans. They're paying money, they're booking tickets, they're traveling to come see you. I don't see what the problem
right,
is.
and they support you. They're
And they
buying your music.
support you. A lot of people, MAGA Minaj, Nicki Minaj, that's what they call her now. She has been seeing a significant drop in her streams and things
I know.
because of a lot of the comments she made against her core audience, which is the gay LGBT,
Uh,
that community. So it's weird that people will, well, first of all, I'm not turning away no money. Turn away nothing. Money bookings. Ask about me, honey. If you pay it, I'll be there. Can't be there.
let me
But it's just what's going on? What's going on?
nothing. I'm gonna stop my camera for 1 second, but I'm still here though.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about the story. So, you guys, I just thought it was weird that he got booked for this booking at this gay club, and now everyone is speculating about his sexuality. We have a lot of people saying that he might be gay, that this might be him coming out, especially with his looks. He has a look of, very light skinned, delicate, light eyes, which a lot of people are saying, hey, he's sweet, he's this. They're saying all these different things about him. They said that he pulled up to the club with 20 baddies. They said that he came, he had a good time, he had a lot of beautiful women around him, and they said he did his thing. So we're going to be seeing a lot more bookings from him. It looks like he's going to be in the club scene doing some bookings and some partying, which I think is good for him. I think it's on brand for him. I think he's a young man. Let's not forget 20-20-year-olds. This is what I think we all were doing that, especially the college people. Let's not forget. So Jules is definitely making a name for himself, but he also is making a name for himself with his dating life. Now, he has been connected with a lot of different young ladies. We've heard of him being with a couple different socialites, but this week, y'all, he was spotted out with Tommy Lee. If y'all know Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop fame, Baddies, she was on Baddies. Tommy and Jules confirmed to be dating on a date. Guys, Jules is, let's see, he is 21 years old, and Tommy is rumored to be 41. So I think that is a 20-year difference. We saw them out on a date. The two were seen riding around town on different scooters, and different vehicles, stopping at different bars. At one point in the evening, he put Tommy on his back and was carrying her through the city. And then at the end of the night, the two were seen canoodling, sharing a romantic kiss at the end of the date. And this is all captured. You guys can look on online and see this. But yeah, these guys were rumored to be dating, a 21-year-old and a 41-year-old. So what do you guys think about that? I know that there are a lot of relationships right now that have a lot of age gaps. We have Drea and Jalen. We have a lot of different women that are dating younger. So what do y'all think? Y'all cougars out here around? Do y'all like the young ones? Like, let me know down below, because I just think maybe 20 years is a little too much for me. Like, I'm in my 30s and I don't think I've dated anyone in their 20s. So that is very 20 years, Tommy and Jules. That's a little
I, it is strange. It absolutely is strange. It's not illegal.
It's not illegal.
But
and
it is
people gotta
strange.
realize a lot of stuff that's immoral is not illegal. So a lot of
Absolutely.
things that may be weird or you shouldn't
Yeah,
do may not
absolutely.
be illegal. Look at Katia. She said that's me and my son's age. No, for real. That's what I was really thinking of, because
Yeah.
look at my sister, y'all. Look at my sister Katia. She is very beautiful, very youthful looking. She often gets accosted by younger people thinking they're her age, and she'd be like, I got a son y'all's age, like that. No. So
I
I
don't
know
know why
some women
Katia
that
don't
just,
never get on video with us, K Sunshine.
I know her. She's if you guys make sure you guys follow my sister. Her name is just like that on Instagram, and you guys can see she actually walked through the set of the Oscars and was on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So it's some good footage. She's going to be sharing a lot more of her journey moving from, I can't even say from, because she lives everywhere in the US, but moving to LA. Moving from DC, Texas, Ohio, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Um, moving to moving to Hollywood.
We love
So
you
make sure
right
y'all,
back.
we love you, Katia. So definitely you guys follow her, and you guys can see a little bit more of her journey. She always posts cool things, always traveling. So make sure you guys follow her. But yeah, just the age difference. And then Tommy, for one, the only reason why I can say Tommy and him made sense is because Tommy is very immature. She's very immature and young acting. She's very arrested development type person. Like, this is the same person that pulled out, she started the Mace Wars on Baddies.
Yeah.
She was one of the first people to pull out,
Yeah.
and we still, Suki just did that last episode. I don't really keep up with it. I just kind of see some of the shenanigans. But yeah, Tommy was fighting Krishan and them, and so I can understand her intellectually. But the thing is, she has children that are, I want to say, around or even
Probably
older
around
than
here.
him.
Yeah, probably
Like
around here.
she's a grandmother. Like, she is a grandmother. Um Granny Tommy. But yeah, she's a confirmed grandmother.
Did she just pull the granny cards off? She
Yes,
really did.
grandma, granny. What they been say? What Jackson say? The
Me mom.
grandmama's the baby. The
Me
grandmama's the
mom.
baby. Me mom.
The me mom.
Now they got all the little cute nicknames now. Mimi and my sister, my other sister, her grandma, her nickname is Lala. Lala, girl, granny, you don't get your grandma. Like,
Lord have mercy.
it's just crazy. But yeah, I just thought that was really, really strange. But a day later, reps have come out from each side saying that it was, that it was just they were hanging out, that they're not dating. Tommy released a statement and was like, I don't know what y'all think, but I'm not that kind of girl. And somebody said it's giving his family paid her off the skedaddle, which if I was Tommy, that'd be perfect for me. Give me a little. Listen, give me about 50,000. I'll leave little little Jules butt alone, okay?
I
Because
don't know
listen,
why I just don't see that happen. Them paying her off. I don't see that happen. I get what you're saying.
I see it happening. She either got that call, or you know what? Solange might have caught her in the elevator. Get down. She might have.
Right.
Tommy fight, but Solange, we just seen what she did on that $1 million on the elevator. Okay.
Right.
So we're gonna keep you guys posted on this story, but I'm really interested to see what's going on with Jules because he's had a little bit of controversy. He's been this is allegedly guys known to so-called be dating different girls and saying different uncouth things and being selective of who goes in his sections and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting to see if he goes this club route, if that's going to be something that's good for him, because we've seen a lot of socialites and celebrity the family members get sucked into that club life, especially this young. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Is he? The weird thing is, I don't feel like I've ever really heard anything about him. Like, is it new that
I've heard things over his teenage years of him getting in trouble and then bailing him out. So there's just been rumblings and a lot of things you can no longer find the information on. But there were allegedly that he was entertaining different women. There may be some inappropriate things going on. There may have been some inappropriate words. So there has just been some rumblings about him and his behavior. But this is not uncommon for his age, and this is the kind of thing that goes on. Like let's remember the Bush twins. The Bush twins used to be putting George Bush through it. Okay. Them young hot celebrity kids sometimes, let's Lindsay, Paris, Nicole Richie, they all kind of went through their growing pains. So I think we need to give him a little grace. And, I think that he could really make it work. I know he's been walking in a couple fashion shows. He definitely has a high fashion look to him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Now let's get into a little bit of Housewives, y'all. It was a scheme set up by Todd. And it worked, y'all. It worked. The scheme Todd set up worked, y'all, and I'm pissed. I'm about mad as Mama Joyce, okay?
What is the scheme?
I know you remember that episode. I love that quote. Anytime something bad going in my life, I'm like, this is a scheme that Todd set up.
Okay.
Before they got married, Mama Joyce had, she hated him. It was, that episode of This Is a Scheme. I forget what he did, but this a scheme Todd set up to come at you with the bullshit. That was the whole quote. So every time something happened to me, I'd be like, this is a scheme Todd to set up, y'all.
I got you.
But yeah, so what she say? They short with big heads. Two little people with big heads shouldn't get married. Y'all, well, they done got divorced. Mama Joyce done called it. Sometimes it'd be really making me mad. Really it make me mad when my mom be right about stuff. Like, dang, let me at least try it first, Mom. Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was right. And finally their divorce is finalized. Which a lot of the details that we thought before are definitely different. It was reported that Todd would be walking away with $2+ million. Now he is walking away with a little under 500,000.
Yeah.
I think they said $465,000.
Yeah, somewhere
Um,
around in there, like 470 some odd thousand or something like
Yeah, a little under 500,000, but he
yeah,
also gets to keep a lot of the properties, a lot of the restaurants, and a lot of the cars, which are a lot of stuff that he was running the day to day of,
yeah,
while Candy was out, which makes sense, if he
yeah.
was running the day to day and whatever. But you guys know Candy is worth millions,
Uh-huh.
tens of millions of dollars.
Mhm.
So 500,000 in the grand scheme of things is not bad. I
Yeah,
mean, we've seen Mary J and Kelly Clarkson have to pay years worth of alimony and child support and different things. So
yeah,
I'm really happy that she was able to kind of, there's no alimony for either side, there's no child support for either side, and they're really kind of splitting things down the middle. And Candy is keeping a lot of the things she amassed before the marriage, which a
right.
lot of times that is up for grabs. But they said that someone said she had a shark for a lawyer, so she was able to keep a lot of her things, which is Grammys
Well,
and
I think, well,
royalties from TLC and different things that she gets to this day that she worked on in the 90s. So
yeah, I think too that the prenup that they put in place,
hmm
when they got married, I think that really saved the day for a
hmm
lot of what went on, and
well,
a
he was
lot of
trying to
people,
get that thrown out. So there
yeah, but
was
I think a lot of people felt like, well, it like it was a waste of time for her to get the prenup because he was, trying to get that thrown out. But that's pretty standard or pretty common for somebody to try to get the prenup thrown out or whatever once they've been married for so long. But once you sign that,
Yeah,
once
it's
once you
no
sign that,
expiration
and
on that, and a lot of times they don't even do a lot of the infidelity clauses anymore.
yeah,
So it's really what you came in with and what it says on that paper.
right.
So which I think is
So I
smart.
think
I
that
think
it,
I think it's very smart. I think a lot of people,
yeah,
especially women, have to start doing that. And Candy has always been ahead of her time and a smart cookie. So
yeah.
good
I
on
think that
her.
yeah, I think it made perfect sense for her to do it, and um, I think it made a big difference because a lot of what he's getting is stuff that was amassed between the two of them. So it made sense. Um, to me, it made sense. Like she keeping all her cars, he keeping all his cars. And
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I
and
think I think it
sometimes
made
people
perfect
are
sense.
really
And I
anal
think that
and can be really terrible about splitting stuff. A lot of times they want you to sell everything and split the money
yeah,
liquid.
and I think a lot of times that comes when the two can't really agree on nothing, and it's a lot of arguing back and forth. But I feel like for the most part, like I think that they have been hospitable. Is that what I want to say?
Well,
I
I
think
heard otherwise. They were really fighting over certain things, and there was a time where he refused to leave the house, the property. He was
yeah,
refusing to
I mean
leave
I
the
heard some of
property,
that stuff. Yeah,
So it wasn't as bad as it could get.
yeah,
We've definitely
I,
seen worse. Like
yeah,
we've seen the
yeah. I've
way
heard some of
Wade,
that stuff.
remember the way Wade's wife was chaining herself to the house and stuff, like we didn't see some antics with divorces. So it could
Yeah,
have gotten worse. And Candy did say she wanted to get it wrapped up in a timely manner. So I'm glad that they were able to figure that
and
out.
not drag it out. And I feel like they put on a good face for the kids.
Yeah, yeah, they did. They did. So
I feel like they
sh-
put on a
sh-
good face for the kids. I mean, regardless of what was going on with the divorce and stuff, like he went to her shows and he was still out supporting her for
yeah,
OTT
yeah.
business. He
And
was
it's
still
and it's
supporting him.
interesting. And it's interesting because, when they first got married, her daughter had issues with them and didn't want to live for her. And it's being said that the daughter is still being close with Candy, still living at the house, like still
Yeah,
working with her. So it's
because
it's
I
good
don't
to
think
see
like
that.
oh no, I was just gonna say I think when you divorce, like you don't divorce the kids, especially
Yeah,
when you've
yeah,
been
yeah,
together
yeah.
for that long. Like you
Hmm.
can't just divorce. Now it would be different if Kayla didn't want to be bothered with Candy or whatever. But
Right.
I think if they close, I mean, because I think that with a lot of what Kayla was like, if you look at a lot of the past episodes of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think that for a lot of stuff that Kayla was going through, and when she needed like advice or needed to talk to somebody, Candy was a lot more understanding to her than what
And
Nari.
also Todd had a problem with buying Kayla stuff and doing for
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
And that was so weird because it's like if I'm gonna buy Riley this, I'm gonna buy your daughter that. If
right,
Riley's gonna do this, I'm gonna why would he
right.
would be
You
like,
can't do
well,
for
I
one
didn't have
and
no
yeah,
handouts when I was younger and blah blah blah. Okay. Candy said okay, and I want to change that for my child. I don't want my
yeah,
child going through the same thing. So I think that that really showed Kayla that it wasn't just she was acting funny or whatever. That she really saw her as her child too, which we also saw with Yandy and Little Mandisi. So it's nice that these families can still stay intact through the divorce. So shout
yeah.
out to Candy. And we'll be keeping you guys updated on any more divorce stories from there.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I did want to talk about we have Carisha Young Miami. She has been doing her rounds on all the different blogs and podcasts where she's really I think she's trying to clean up her Diddy image, which I just don't think that realistically, I just don't think that she can. um and especially with her doubling down, we have her making comments saying, I didn't see that side of him and this is what I saw. And I really think it's really dangerous when people make those comments,
Yeah,
because you could go down the street in the middle of the night and ain't nobody there, and go at 8 in the morning and it's packed, and
yeah,
I could say, oh, that street always got traffic, and you be like, no it don't, because you never experienced it doesn't mean that my reality is not true.
right.
And I think that people forget, just because you didn't go through it don't mean that
That's
it
somebody.
didn't happen, that
Yeah,
someone else didn't go through it, especially when it's so much evidence. And we even have Usher coming out and saying that. Comments Usher made within the last few days saying Diddy wasn't that person to me and I didn't see this and that. But we also have reports of Usher living with Diddy as a very small boy. When did he go to him? Like 13 years
like
old, and went to
13.
go live with Diddy. And there
Yeah,
was reports of drugs and him for not forcing but encouraging him to sleep with women and dive into these very grown-up things. Well, why wouldn't you think something was
yeah,
going on if you saw those things firsthand? Also, we have Usher and Justin Bieber getting into it again. They said that they were spotted out
yeah. I saw
having
that.
an argument and possibly had a little kerfuffle,
Yeah, I did.
got into some
You said Kirk.
fisticuffs,
Oh,
a little kerfuffle.
I did see that though.
So it's really, really strange. With their allegations that Diddy kind of groomed Usher and Usher groomed Justin Bieber, which is all alleged. We all don't know. But we do see a pattern here.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Diddy, where it was smoke, it was fire. We seen that. So I think that is very strange. I think that he's gearing, especially to come out. Diddy is very working behind the scenes to clean his image. So I think everybody is kind of preparing for him to come back and for everyone to just bury this and forget about it, which I just don't think that that's
Yeah,
realistic.
yeah,
So I just think Young Miami doubling down on those comments were very it wasn't very smart.
yeah.
She talked about her and JT breaking up and how they're no longer on speaking terms, and that the City Girls is dead and that she hopes they could come back. Which both of their solo careers, I mean,
Let me stop. Let me
I'm just saying, I ain't download as much JT and Young Miami as I've downloaded of City Girls. Like City Girls was a movement. People still say anytime somebody do a girl play somebody, they're like, hey, City Girls up 1,000. Like it's something different that y'all had. And then, y'all just I don't think they packed the same punch alone. So it's just really, really, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. But what do you think? Do you think she could clear her image up? Do you think she did some missteps during the Diddy trial and supporting him?
um I don't feel like she can clean it up. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. I've never been like a big, huge fan of Carisha.
Carisha,
Um,
please.
I not our Carisha. Not our Carisha. Let me
Not
clarify that.
our
Let me
dearly
let me let me
beloved
clarify that.
Carisha.
Yeah, let me clarify that. I ain't
Mhm.
been a big fan of Carisha, please. Um, and I've been trying to do better with that because
I
I,
like her as a figure more than an artist. Like I like when she goes and does the red carpets. I like when she does like I went to one of her hostings here in Cleveland. That was
yeah,
really fun.
yeah,
I think and this is coming from a person that we got a little PR in our blood. I think she would do better moving forward into that space, especially she has a big following with her podcast. Now she lost a lot of sponsors and
I didn't
stopped
really
being
like
as
her on the podcast.
consistent. I
Okay.
did not like the podcast. It had a great following. I was not the following, but
It
I
had
think that if
it had a great following, but I feel like a lot of that was manufactured, and
a
I
lot
feel
of
like
that
a
was
lot of that was.
manufactured, a lot of it was who the guest was, not necessarily her.
Mhm.
You know, they were watching because she was having this person on, or you know,
Yeah,
she was had this person hot off the heels of them doing something crazy, or you know, or they said something that they've been wanting to talk about, or you know, so but I think that if she would have been smart, she could have pivoted that into something more substantial. Then I
yeah,
feel like she's floundering now. I feel like she's grasping at straws and trying to figure out what she can do, because the music is not there, you know, it's just not,
yeah,
not. And JT has the luxury of being in a relationship with little Uzi Vert. So therefore she's able to go, they, you know, she hops on tour with him. She still she just had a magazine cover because he has those connections for her. So it's
yeah,
like she kind of can go where her man at and work in them spaces. And it's like you have this stain on you because of Diddy, you know, and you went so hard for him, like, and then when she even was with him before all the stuff blew, you know, everything blew up, it was even cringe then. Do you remember her at the BET Awards? Go Poppy.
yeah,
I was like, girl, I was getting
absolutely.
secondhand embarrassment from that. So it just I didn't like any of that. I didn't like none of the whole Diddy thing that she did. I think that it was short-sighted. And I think that a lot of the new hoes need to take a page out of the old hoes book, was and that was to zip it. Whoever your provider, sugar daddy, whatever you want to call them, whatever papa, whoever. Let's talk about Kim. Let's talk about an old hoe, Kim Zolciak. We didn't know who the hell Big Papa was.
Right,
Still don't know. To this
right,
day, we
right,
still don't know who Big Papa was, but we knew Papa was spending. We
right.
knew Papa was doing whatever she wanted to do. And she wanted to don't be tardy for the party. He definitely slid Candy some money for that. You know, that is what y'all need to be doing. So all the Selena Powells and the, you know, y'all need to start learning to when it comes to these men y'all dealing with, because she'll never be where she was after that Diddy stuff. It's like I look
Yeah,
at her and I see go Poppy. I see that in my head every time I think about her, and it's like it just leave a bad taste in my mouth. Anybody associated with Diddy right now is just scrambling to get away, and it's like she's still reminding us, and it's like that's just not smart, you know.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Yeah,
Um,
I don't really see her turning. I don't see her turning it around. And in all honesty, I don't see her doing well in the podcast space. But
I don't think she could be like, I don't think she's necessarily good at it, but the Shannon Sharps and the Russell Wilsons and the people that I don't think are that good at it are very popular right now. So, you know, I think it would be a good time. Like even Ari the Don had her cooking with the Don, and
yeah,
people and they these people drop episodes whenever, and
yeah.
people are clamoring to them. So
I
it's
mean,
like,
but
why
those
would you
people
not?
that you mentioned who aren't necessarily as good at it, they're still doing a lot of like the footwork and the groundwork to make
Yeah,
it successful.
she
And
wasn't.
there's a lot of stuff that she's not doing and that she does not know to do because to me, she doesn't take it serious.
She doesn't take it serious.
To
I
me,
think
she
it's
doesn't
just
take it
something
serious. Like
that,
she just got into that space because she was fucking with Diddy, and I mean that's really the
yeah,
reality of it. Because
yeah. That's really all that was. That's really where it started from.
right,
But it just, I said. Now, James, you missed what I said. I said if she was smart. You missed that part. You missed the if she was.
I'm
You
sorry,
know what I'm saying? You didn't. You didn't.
I get in my feelings when we talk about Carisha. So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
was,
I mean, I feel, you know how I feel about these different people that aren't journalists that are, you know, on these
I
big
mean,
spaces. And I think they're doing something with it that is not necessarily
yeah,
what
I
I
don't
would do
think
with
this,
it, you
and I
know?
and I want to be clear. Like, I'm not saying that you should only be doing this if you are a quote unquote journalist or you went to school for journalism or you like. I'm not saying that whatsoever because
Hmm.
there's a million people out there who are doing podcasts who have no schooling for it. They don't have any schooling
Right.
for media or communications or journalism, and they do amazing at it. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of people out there who I
I
feel
think
who
you
really,
get out of it what you put into it. And I feel like she doesn't put anything
yeah.
into
Like
it.
what's the girl? I don't know why I can't think of her name because I watch her podcast all the time. She used to do what was the oh what's the media show? It'd be on YouTube, and Tamar was co-hosting for a minute, and then
Mm,
Brett was
oh,
on there, and
dang, what is that show? I know exactly what you're talking about because we just talked about that
the
show.
white guy was on there. I can't remember his name. That's why I said the white guy. And oh, I can't remember the name of it. But what's the black girl? And she was feuding with Tamar because she was rocking with Candy. Uh, I
it's
don't
like
know.
we covered this story, James, and it's like
I
I
know.
blank. It's
I
like
don't
a
know why
blank
I can't think
page.
of her. I don't know why I can't think of her name because I really watch her. I watch her live, and I
Hmm.
think she does amazing. Like I think
Hmm.
she does amazing with it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people out there who
It's a
do
lot of
really
people
good.
that are like that, but I'm just saying,
But
you
but
could
but
tell
to me,
who
she just
puts
don't take it
into it.
serious, and she
She
got her
go in
spot
there and
because she was
she
fucking
got
with
her
Diddy.
little cards, and she just like, so what happened with you and your baby daddy?
Right.
And they be like, I mean, that's a question I want to know, but it's like you're not, and they don't know how to dig, and they
But
don't
they
know
don't know how to.
how to keep conversations going, and like somebody will say something, and it's like that was a chance for you to pull further, dig
Right.
deeper, and it's like she just like, oh, okay, next question, like it just kind of,
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like she made a lot of missteps, and it's going to be interesting to see if she can really dig herself out of that. I think she needs to. I would rebrand. I mean, so there is on the streets, and she even said that Diddy still, supports her in different ways. I think he's
Of
still
course.
supporting her a lot financially.
I'm sure.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I think she just is still supporting him from that financial point. And I mean, I get it, but it's kind of messing up your career. So it's like a little short-sighted.
Yeah.
And then Diddy's most recent baby mom, Dana Trans, she is the baby mom of the little toddler named Love.
Okay.
She has been spotted with um a TikToker. There was a TikTok couple that divorced, that are going through a divorce. They're not even divorced yet, going through a divorce, like freshly, and she is dating the man of that couple. So she has been getting a little backlash from that.
Yeah.
And people saying, well, she was messing with Diddy, now she messing with him. And, so it just kind of like, no matter how far you get, people still are like that Diddy cloud just stains you for life, it seemed like. So it's gonna be interesting to see, especially when he gets out, how people are going to react to him, how are celebrities that are connected to him going to treat him. So it's going to be really, really interesting. I actually saw a graphic we made 2 years ago about me doing Diddy Watch. Do you remember that? And I was like, he got
I do.
locked up, you won't let me. And I was just looking at that like we
Was
was
it
one
two
of the
years
first
ago?
people. It was over 2 years ago. But
That's
yeah, it came up in my memories. But we were one of the first people that started Diddy Watch because a lot of
yeah.
people didn't think he was gonna go to jail. So let
Yeah.
y'all remember that Transcending the Culture puts you on to Diddy Watch, and we will continue to bring everything to do with Diddy.
Right.
And so this is my last story before I get out of here because y'all little cousin Kayla is ready for me to get done. She's having a party outside my room, and I'm invited. So the last story is y'all favorite rapper who claimed that she was Big Mama No Kids has popped up pregnant, y'all. Yes, yes. Miss Mulatto, Miss Lotto,
Oh yeah.
Lotto, Lottery. Y'all, she is preggo.
Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Miss Lottery ticket. Yeah, she didn't punched her ticket and she didn't got pregnant. And it's just so interesting because literally it's a song on the radio that they play 24/7, and it always be Big Mama, No Kids. How you rap that and you've got a full belly of 21 Savage in there? Allegedly. Um, gotta throw that out there because Lord knows he wasn't in that baby announcement. Lord, it wasn't nothing
Right.
but a hand, a tattooed hand.
I like that.
There was I love Lotto. She is one of my favorite rappers. Like I say, I love girly music. I love girl music. I love music I could put on, I could drive to, and I could just pop my ish. and not think too deeply into it. That's what she make music for. You know, they claim she make baby mama music, but hey, I guess I'm one of them. I'm one of them, so I guess it's for me. So but yeah, y'all, she Lotto had just released this week that she has a new album that is inspired by her new pregnancy. She is going to be welcoming a child, allegedly by 21 Savage. Now, she did not name the father. There
Yeah.
was a whole photo shoot with allegedly his hand in the picture. But yeah, y'all, she's having her baby, and a lot of people are upset about this. They're even more upset about this news than Cardi B, because if you know anything about Lotto, all her rhymes are, "Oh, I'll spend that 500 before I trap you. I ain't got no kids. I don't want no man out." You know, it's all about being a boss female, and how can nobody catch you and you ain't have no kids, and now you pregnant by a married man? Because let's allegedly she's pregnant by 21 Savage, who is a married man. So it's just going to be very interesting to see how this goes. What do you think? Do you think that people have a right to be upset with what she's doing with her life?
I don't. No, I don't. And right now it's right now it's speculation. Yeah, right now it's speculation. Of course, wait to see, what the real is. When the true details come out. But I mean, at the end of the day,
There were some paparazzi photos showing that he was at the photo shoot, and that
okay,
the tattoos match up. So we can't say for certain because we didn't see his face, but
yeah,
allegedly tattoos match up and they have each other's names tatted on each other. So I think that, that kind of speaks for us that they've been spotted out
yeah.
together. But people are also pointing out the parallels between, let's not forget who he was with before all of this. He was in a very long relationship with Amber Rose. And
Uh-huh.
Amber Rose had him at the slut walks, holding up signs about women's rights and I'm a slut too, and this and that, but it was like, why did you claim Amber, but you don't want to claim Lotto? And a lot of people are saying, he has issues with his green card, so his marriage is because of that. But there are reports that he's been in the United States long enough, they were married long enough, so he should be granted citizenship. But the climate we are in right now,
Right.
I wouldn't be doing nothing with my citizenship right now.
I'm trying to tell
For
you.
nobody.
I'm
So
trying to tell you.
yeah, so I think it's just interesting. I think people are just hurt because we love Lotto, and we love to see people loved out loud.
For
So I
sure.
think the message is kind of weird, because why are you showing off this pregnancy if you're not telling us who your man is, but you showing his hand, but you don't want us to ask, but you always what's that sound? Thank you to my man. And my man, she had a whole TikTok about thank you to my man, but we don't. Well, who is this man? We want to
Right.
know,
Right.
But at the end of the day, celebrities can, they have a right to their privacy. Because Lord knows, I don't want nobody to know who I be sneaking and creeping with.
Right.
Okay. So Lotto,
No,
baby, hey, hide your baby daddy, baby. I wish I would have hid mine, honey, because you already know they be trying to F them baby daddies down to the ground. You hear
yeah,
me? So protect your baby daddy at all costs. Lotto, that's all
that's
the
it.
advice I got for you.
That's it. That's all you can
That's
do.
it. That's all you
Yeah.
could do. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this pregnancy goes. And there, a little birdie, there's rumors that there's also a big rap girl also that's pregnant. So there's rumors that Glorilla is pregnant. Now we are just now hearing of this. It's in the very early stages of gossip. But last year, we were hearing these rumblings about Lotto, and it turned out to be
Yeah.
true. She's in a relationship with a basketball player. She hasn't been, this is usually how it happened. They stop posting pictures, they start wearing baggy
Uh-huh.
clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see. But Cardi B, Flo Milli, Mono Leo, Suki Hana just came out and said that she's pregnant with her child. What do you feel? How do you feel about Suki Hana and Bobby? The Bobby Alcoff girl. Do you know they're doing a collaboration now?
Oh, she's still around?
Yes, Bobby is still around. And honestly, Bobby,
See,
Suki
that's why
has.
we need you. That's why we need you. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
she's still around. Ain't that the girl? Ain't that the girl? She was doing the videos with Marco.
Funny Marco, and
Yeah.
then she did the infamous Drake. interview
Yeah.
that he got wiped from the internet.
Uh-huh.
So Bobby Allcalf, her and Suki did a couple interviews in the past where Suki was kind of trying to teach her how to be a baddie and stuff, and
Yeah.
people really liked this. So now they're doing this whole Thelma and Louise thing where they're going out, they're doing blogs and podcasts together, and then they're also like doing some photo shoots. And they also, I peeped that they made an Instagram with their name, so I think that they're going to be doing something a little more substantial together in coming up very soon. So it's really interesting because Suki has kids, Bobby have kids. Bobby is recently divorced, dating I want to say some kind of ball player. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I like the dynamic between the two. I like it. I think that they got something interesting there. So it's gonna be interesting to see what goes on with them. And Marco been looking good, boy. That boy got some money and went to the dermatologist. I'm telling y'all. Funny Marco, I am proud of you. I am proud of you. I'm saying because some dudes, especially comedians, they get money and they still look like hell. Okay,
Yeah.
still look crazy. So I'm really, really proud of Marco. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Bobby does because they had a big falling out. But it's something about Bobby. I don't know. I like a little bit. I like a little messy white girl sometimes.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
look at the videos or whatever. I didn't even think she was still around. I thought she just,
Yeah, she she got into it with Drake around the time before Kendrick stuff, where Drake was still king of king of
yeah,
the internet.
yeah,
So, and she said he really did. She won't come out and really say what he did, but she said he really, really messed up a lot of her business deals and a lot of things she had going on. And it's allegedly because she wouldn't sleep with him. Now, I don't know for sure, but this is what the blogs are posting. But they said that he was, trying to put the moves on her and whatever. And when they did their interview, Bobby was still very much married.
yeah,
Her husband was going through issues and talking about separation, but she was still married. So the fact that he was insinuating that they may have slept together or something, she didn't like that. And then they also claimed that secretly he was playing his music on the interview so that when she posted it, he got it taken down for copyright. That's the reason why he was able to get everything wiped. And she said that those were some of her biggest advertised interviews, and so
yeah.
she lost a lot of deals. Like, people wanted to be advertised on a Drake episode and it only aired for a day. So therefore she had to return money back. She lost a lot of things.
Oh
And then
wow.
people were really making fun of her a lot. Like, people was calling her a hoe and a thought. And then she turned around and got divorced. So people like, oh, she got divorced because she slept with Drake and her husband. So it really, she said
Yeah,
it kicked off a lot of things in her life.
yeah,
So I just I love women, what, no matter the color, as long as they cool.
yeah,
So I like that she's building herself back up, her brand back up. And I think her and Suki, like I said, I think they could be like a Thelma and Louise type thing, if they do it right. So I'm interested to see what they're going to be doing.
for sure.
But that's all I got for y'all for Cat Got Y'all Tongue tonight.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you, cuz. I think you did really good on the topics. You can enlighten me on some things. I appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Always.
We had a lot of people on here.
Yes, we did. We had some of
Definitely.
our normal transcenders. We had some new
Yeah,
transcenders. We love you guys all. The comments was jumping tonight. Thank you so much.
yeah. Shout out to Dragon Farm for coming on the platform. Once
Dragon
again,
Farm.
make sure that you guys subscribe to the network, like the video, hit the notification bell so that you get the notifications of when we go live and when we post new material. Our new mobile community, you can join. Just send a text message to 216-208-6180 saying I want in. It will kick back an automatic message to you to fill in your information, and then you'll be added to the community. Lots of updates, exclusives, giveaways will be coming. Whole lot of stuff, within that, wrapped up in that. So definitely want you guys to be a part of that. It is free. So again, 216-208-6180. Make sure that you guys follow Transcending the Culture on Instagram. We are on Facebook as well. Make sure that you follow me at I am James Grant on all platforms, and you can get me as well on my other Instagram account, which is Authentically James. Okay.
You guys can follow me at Cat Queen on all platforms. Also at Cat Got You on. Please, like I said, keep watch. We're gonna be talking about the Legend Awards. We're gonna be dropping some. I'm gonna be dropping some in-person things that I'm gonna be doing over this spring and summer. You guys know the weather getting better. Your girl's gonna be out here. Got some comedy things going on, and also don't forget to if you want to collaborate with me, if there's anything you want to hire me for, collaborate. Definitely hit up my Instagram and my link tree. I have bookings open.
Listen, once again, we appreciate you guys. We will catch you next Wednesday with our next episode. Soap Dish will be on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
Soap Dish.
some other stuff happening in between. So check us out. Get us on social media. Once again, Bubble Community 216-208-6180. We are out of here. We appreciate you guys. You guys have an amazing evening. Happy Wednesday once again. And we'll
Hump
see you.
day. Bye.